in there. People are battling for their lives, you know, and the facilities are overwhelmed. There's a shortage of health personnel, you know. It's just bad. I don't know. So I don't know. Well, let me listen to my panelists just say something quickly on everything we said so far on COVID-19.
Well, to me, I think the effort of the president or the presidency to sign that law, you know, wear face mask and other measures, protocols will have to be put in place and compulsorily, so that whoever flouts the law will be penalized. That is good. But my concern is still the fact that the government seems to be breathing from or speaking from the both sides of their mouth. So that is really, really annoying, and it's not encouraging.
Can you elaborate a bit?
Yeah, what I mean is that when you ask people that they should keep on, every day I drive past Alausa Secretariat, I see people at the NIMC office queuing for their NIN, National Identification Number. I feel saddened by such sites because there is no protocol. There's no protocol being observed in that place. So why this situation that is so devastating, why are we asking people to go? What is the importance of this identity number? Why do we need it so badly at this time? That is just the concern I have.
Okay, Pastor Dolly.
Well, I think I actually share his own view, really. That's but, you know, signing the bill into law will probably force those who don't believe there is COVID to at least wear their mask. So that's just it.
Okay, just to quickly chip this in, telecommunication offices have now been asked to also do the NIN registration so that the crowd at the NIMC offices can reduce, all right? So your telcos can actually do the registration.
Do they do to the point where you have to go for capturing and all that in the office?
Well, I should think they will, because if they're trying to reduce the crowd, then, I mean, they should. Go ahead.
I think that's on paper, because I actually went to my own service provider and they said they were not provided materials. So
theory, lacuna between theory and practice.
Wow.
You know.
Wow. Okay, Chairman, you want to say something about this new regulation to wear your face mask compulsorily now in public?
I think it's long overdue. We all need it, actually, for the safety of those of us who actually believe that there's COVID and who know there's COVID. Because sad to say, the ordinary man on the street still doubts it. Their attitude leaves so much to wonder about. I've seen people die of it, particularly this second phase. It's bad, and yet you go to the markets, you see them all carelessly sitting with their wares they're selling, unconcerned, and you're advising
business
them,
as usual.
You're telling them, I mean, you're exposing yourself. You're dealing with people, all kinds. You don't know who they've seen, where they've been. You're exposed. See, there's no COVID, DJ. It's so sexy. I wish I could just lock myself in my house. I mean,
you can. Precious, you know, another thing I foresee with this new law that's signed into this bill signed into law, and the fact that all these security apparatus were asked to enforce the law, is a situation whereby a lot of them now are given the means to make money. Exactly, because at the end of the day, when you catch somebody, they just give you something and you let them go.
And well, I think it's a two-sided thing. If you don't break the law, you will not need to bribe anybody for anything. So if you adhere, if you wear your mask, I don't think any police officer will harass you.
You break the law, you bribe somebody. The
essence of
the law is to stop you from spreading it or catching it.
But I want to believe, you know, these security people who have been put in charge of this will just have the mind of God in doing this one. Yes, we will do this one well. Okay, because it's got to do with life and death.
Even they don't wear.
They do. No, to be very honest, I've seen a lot of.
On their chin.
I actually see a lot of police officers.
Yeah, they do wear.
Yeah, they do wear. They do. Even last month officers, they wear. Yes, they do. They do. They try. Maybe not all of them, but they do. So, but you know, like this lifestyle is quite alien to all of us. I mean, like, what was a nose mask like 2 years ago? Nobody. So, I mean, it's going to take time for people to adapt. Even myself, sometimes I forget at home and then I quickly just purchase, you know, and all of that. So it's going to take time for all of us to get into it, but we need to be responsible.
What
because
is that I just put some
everywhere.
I always have in my cars, so that whichever car I'm using, there must be.
Then put in your bag too.
I just
put in your locker, your drawer in the office. Put everywhere. Everywhere. So you always have something.
Is the beginning of remembering.
Exactly. Okay. All right. So please, let's be responsible and let's save our own lives and that of our loved ones by obeying all the COVID-19 protocols. All right, very quickly before we go into our lifestyle stories for this afternoon, the Lagos State government has banned trucks and trailers from plying roads within Lagos State during the daytime. The State Commissioner for Transportation, Frederick Oladende, announced this yesterday. Now, trucks and trailers are now restricted to night operations on dedicated routes between the hours of 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. daily in order to avert rising carnages on roads during the daytime. According to the Commissioner of Transportation, this move was necessary as the Apapa area of Lagos has been rendered less profitable for investors in all sectors due to the gridlock and activities of truck drivers along the axis. And he went on to appeal further to stakeholders to cooperate with the state government to remedy the situation. Now, non-compliance from truck drivers would meet with stiff penalties. Okay, so let's be mindful. In case you're wondering what a truck or a trailer is, any vehicle that is above 6 feet with 3 sets of number plates is considered a trailer and an articulated vehicle. All right, so be mindful. And then the routes are Ikorodu Road, Maryland, Costain, and Funshaw Williams Avenue. All of those areas will be restricted. I think everywhere in Lagos should actually be restricted, really, because the way trailers or tanker drivers even drive on the roads.
They are bullies. They are bullies.
Please.
But the average Nigerian is a bully anyway.
We have had this kind of
average.
They've restricted before. We hope this time around, this one will not be implemented.